Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have come to a shocking realization. As it turns out, apparently, I can stream Jumper. So I'm going to do that. I've been wanting to do a run of this for a while. I'm not gonna bother with splits right now. Too much work. I just want to jump right into it. See what I accidentally did there? That was totally intentional. Anyways, I think. Oh no, it starts when I select the level, but I'll just go by selecting file instead. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, skipping cutscenes. Why not? Play this game yourself. It's really freaking good. I strongly recommend it. So yeah, you can... Your main ability is a double jump, wherein you can jump in the air. But you also have a skid jump, which is basically like the side flip from Mario 64. You have wall jumps, like the wall jumps from Mario 64, and you can crouch, as you can in Mario 64. As the creator says, this game was heavily inspired. In fact, all of his games are heavily inspired by Metroid. So we have ice physics, which make everything slippery, kind of like in Mario 64. That's kind of tricky. There's another way to get past that. An easier way, I suppose. I'm not sure if many people know about it. You could just drop all of the blocks and then wall jump to get up, to get the gem. I should be moving my mouse to the next area. I'm forgetting already. So this game is a lot about the mechanics. Jeez. Knowing how the physics work and utilizing that to your advantage to get through obstacles. It's more complex than just jumping, as the title may mislead you to believe. So, of course, like you jump, you go up. You move left or right, you go left or right. Push crates, they fall down ledges, blah blah blah. But the more in-depth stuff is, for one thing, when you move left or right, you decelerate more slowly. So in some cases what you actually want to do is let go of left or right entirely, just not press anything, and you'll slow down. You'll slow to a stop almost immediately. That helps a great deal. This also opens up an exploit wherein you can actually, single wall jump, as you can see. So as long as you let go of left or right, like right after you jump, then you're all good. Skipping cutscenes. Hey, I've removed the mouse. Nice. Another... Oh, geez. Yeah, this... that momentum, that deceleration technique is very useful in situations such as this, where you need to go forward to get across the spikes, but you need to stop quickly in order to not fly into the spikes behind him. So instead of holding left to slow down, much more effective to just let go of right. So my talking is gonna slow down dramatically as time wears on. This is essentially the start of the difficulty in the game. As you might say, it's a difficulty spike. Get it? They're all spikes. They cause a lot of deaths in this. Anyways, moving on. Oh jeez, I let go for a split second when I shouldn't have. I just didn't have confidence in that jump. I thought I was gonna hit the spikes at the end. It's pretty common actually. Bit of a speed technique is that when you, at the start of your jump, you're going upward at a higher velocity than, and then you progressively slow down. So sometimes instead of, even though you can make a jump with just one jump, you might want to just do two just to get there slightly faster. And it's also important not to double jump when there's a spike directly above your head, like in that previous death. So, speaking of physics quirks, oh yeah, also you jump slightly higher than integer amount of blocks. So you can do things like what I did at the top there. Because you can wall jump as long as any part of Ogmo is touching the side of the blocks. Also, that electricity rising up there has a bit of a glitch. If you're standing on the very left edge of that top block, well, if you're partway off of that block, the electricity actually continues to rise slightly past where it's supposed to stop. Because it's it hasn't quite reached the top yet. So that extra frame that is moving upward can actually kill you when you're standing on the safe block. So much for safety. So even more shenanigans here. Here's a pretty good exploit. Like, that's clearly possible. It's extremely difficult. I'm shocked that I got it second try. No pun intended. So I think, oh jeez, I was about to talk about something I just totally forgot to do. Well, I get to do it again. So I think there's a faster method to do this boss by going up to the third one first. Like, it doesn't hit him, but it doesn't have to bonk him on the head. He just has to make contact with the falling blocks, even if they're not falling. Well, you could squeeze through there. That's a individual level strat. So yeah, I think that's a good optimization. And makes it really convenient, because I guess sometimes it's not always easy to avoid. Also a random lag spike. this gem is a problem. It is pretty difficult to grab. Alright. So, you could wall jump it. So, yeah, single wall jumping is very powerful in this game. Very much unintended. And in fact, in the jumper editor 4.07, also pixel perfect thing, you could totally line up with a wall under it. And jumper, well, the current jumper editor version is 4.07. As of version 4.0, they patched the single wall jump by forcing momentum for a set amount of time. By they, I mean Matt Thorson, the one guy indie developer that makes these games, with help of a lot of the game maker community, who offer like graphics and music. Oh jeez. Oh come on. But yeah, he pretty much does all the coding for most of his games. He's done a couple collaborations. So cool optimization here is yeah, you could totally squeeze into 1 block tall spaces because you're exactly 1 block tall, and if you have exactly the right position and you manage to stop your vertical momentum at just the right time, just by jumping from an exact right position. Yeah, you could squeeze right through. So the wall jumps helping again. Oh, it's slightly faster to skip that falling block. Oh. What have I done? Music loop. Also, there's a bug in older Game Maker versions where when you make, like, it only accepted MIDI files until like version 3.7 or something. So any game made with Game Maker would have an issue where there would be sudden lag, sudden freeze for a split second when music started in a stage. So if the music loops, that's kind of a problem when you're in the middle of jumps. Double jump. Also, yeah, almost all of the music. There are 2 tracks in this game that are original, but almost all of the music is MIDI versions of popular video games, mostly Nintendo. This is, as some of you may know, is from Mario Sunshine. Which, by the way, is a lot like Mario 64. Oh, jeez. So I consider this stage to be one of the hardest in the game, actually. took me a long time to get past this specific obstacle because of that low-hanging tile. It's like a 2 or 3 pixel window you have to wall jump off of to get through cleanly, unless you do a single wall jump there. Oh dear. So yeah, as I was saying, pixel perfect entries. They're not exactly easy. They are pixel perfect after all. But they can be handy sometimes. I was gonna mention on the 3rd stage there's a bit of an exploit in in the way the skid jump works. So in order to skid jump, you have to be running, I believe, at full speed, and then hold the other direction and let go of the direction you were facing. Also, there's an exploit there where follower blocks will get turned around if you turn around real quick, and they'll have trouble tracking you. So yeah, the skid jump, always something else to talk about. So there's a pixel perfect trick there, and that single wall jump, it's 2 or 3 frames, but you have to do it at least twice. If you don't get as much height as you can, then you'll have to do a 3rd one. It's not quite frame perfect, it's not really pixel perfect. I think you have like a 3 pixel window. I think landing on that block is... Actually, that might be a 2 pixel window, I can't remember. Oh jeez. But yeah, it's really easy to get onto that block just by rubbing up against the wall, jumping above it, and then tapping left. Oh, dang. So yeah, the reason you usually aren't supposed to gain height while wall jumping is because when you... Oh jeez. Well, I'm just dead now. Okay. Is because... Why am I doing this now? Anyways, let's do this first. I totally forgot how to beat the stage. I just knew that wall jump, and then I totally blanked out after pushing the TNT crate. Getting caught up in explanations that I don't even need yet. I'll get to the skid jumping. Don't worry. Also, a bit of a mind game. Generally, when you hit your head on a solid block from below, it'll kill your momentum, both vertical and horizontal. But the top of the screen will kill your vertical speed, even though it's not a solid block, so it won't kill your horizontal speed. So you gotta do a really tough jump there. So what I do is I try to get to the gem by slowing down with letting go of left. And then I start holding right as I get close to the gym. Like, as my momentum has ceased. Ugh. Wow, I'm getting bad. But that's okay. This is more of a let's play anyway. Yeah, as my momentum has ceased. And by holding left or right before you jump, your jump actually gives you a sharper angle. I believe it adds horizontal velocity as well as you double jump. Or I guess maybe as you jump as well, regular jump as well. I think skid jumps work a little differently, but once I can finally get a chance to talk about that, I'll talk about it. There we go. That one shouldn't be that hard. It's pretty hard, but doable. This is a really tough stage. It's not quite an auto-scroller. It's not an auto-scroller at all. It's a manual scroller, really. But yeah, there's this... there's a dude called Ghostbot who's chasing me with a giant spike ball. He's bouncing up and down, destroying everything in his path. Oh. And there's actually a technique to, there's actually an exploit where if you turn around fast enough at the start of the stage, you can actually get behind them, and you can generally beat the level most of the time, but it seems like the path of destruction is a little random. Okay. One more hard part. I screwed that up. I was supposed to run off the ledge first. It would have given me a little more leeway than normal. So I could blame the random lag spikes whenever he destroys stuff. It's not really random, it's more based on, oh jeez. It is based on, like, how fast I'm going. Well, it's slightly random, I guess, but... slightly random, but not really that big a deal. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if I was having trouble in Sector 3, I should have expected this sector to be tough as well. It means Sector 8 is going to be a huge pain, and Sector 10 is going to take forever. So much for World Recce. So yeah, very important to know physics for that jump. Oh, that was tough. I didn't actually run off the ledge there, but I made it. There we go. So now, after you finish evading Ghostbot and make it to the end of the hallway, he just captures you instead of killing you. needed to build up more momentum there. So the skid jump. As I almost said like 3 times, yeah, the skid jump is done by building up speed, turning around to kick up dust behind you. If you kick up dust particles, then you did it right. Of course. You know what? I'll forego explaining this. This is a pixel perfect thing. Don't worry about it. It's just a fake block. So the skid jump is involves you kind of sliding around a bit, and like usually you'll either, like if you jump right away, you'll kind of fly forwards a little bit with your carried momentum, just a little bit. If you hold it a little longer, you can jump at a much more acute angle. But alternatively, what you could do is you could kick up the dust, and immediately after you turn forward again, there's a small window where you can still skid jump no matter what direction you're facing. So you can actually do a much more obtuse skid jump to go forward with much more height than expected. So that's, oh jeez, that's a cool exploit. It's useful when, especially in stage 10-2. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, there's a gold star there that gives you back your double jump. You don't need it. So yeah, is that all the exploits explained? Yeah, individual level strat for this stage is ridiculous. So fake blocker down here, takes you down here. I'll come back there later. That individual level strat involves a pixel perfect jump up through the hole to get up there faster. It saves probably like 3 or 4 seconds. It's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I was talking about letting go to slow your momentum here, but with ice physics you slide a lot further, so you gotta account for that. And you really, essentially, as Doc Brown puts it, you have to think 4th dimensionally. You gotta figure out where the ice momentum will carry you by the time you reach that hole you're supposed to aim for. It's very difficult, actually. Like, more difficult than it sounds. Single wall jumps. Yeah, I could have made that up. Made it up there without single wall jumps, but always convenient. Just making sure. That's one of the hardest wall jumps to do. Oh jeez. It's probably like a maybe a 3 pixel window, probably 2. So in general, I feel like when it comes to level design, you don't really want to... You don't want to make pixel perfect or frame perfect tricks unless it's unless it's supposed to be a really difficult ROM hack or something for experts only. But in order to be accessible, you don't want anything pixel or frame perfect unless there's a really easy setup that's obvious. That's something you can learn. Oh yeah, there is another exploit that comes into play later that this stage kind of reminded me. So whenever you land, your momentum kind of stops. You hit the ground and, like, you don't hit the ground running. You just... It takes you a while to recover from it. However, if you do a frame perfect jump as soon as you land, you can... Well, as soon as you touch the ground, rather. If you do a frame perfect jump as soon as you touch the ground, it'll let you jump, just do a normal jump, but it won't count as landing per se, so it won't actually take away your momentum. Don't mind me just doing one of the hardest stages ever. There's a bit of an irony with speedrunning wherein the hardest parts of games, just out of sheer necessity to practice, wind up becoming the easiest in runs. Like, that should take people like 300 tries if they're good. I'll just do it first try, don't mind me. So yeah. Also, you can't really technically land from a fall if you haven't fallen in the first place. So what you could do in this stage is a little... Like, you could do the frame perfect jump as you're landing, but you could also do a pixel perfect wall jump. Thereabouts. Oh, I'm done. I know why I'm getting more lag than I expected. I tested this earlier, and I was getting lag only on certain stages. And then I forgot to disable the preview window on OBS. So now there's much less lag, as you can probably tell. Well, yeah, as you could probably tell, I'm sure. Oof. So you're supposed to use that cannonball, but single wall jumps save the day again. You can bounce off cannonballs, by the way. They will kill you if you touch the side of them. Oh, jeez. But if you only touch the top of it, you just bounce right off it. It doesn't give you a double jump back. So it's a crazy strat in this stage. This is probably by far the hardest exploit. As I was saying in 5.4. Oh jeez. There's a small space on the edge of ledges where things such as spikes don't quite reach. In this case, it is pixel perfect, and additionally, you don't have a double jump to work with to be able to line it up easily. But it is possible. Individual level strat goes for it, obviously. Okay, let's give up on that for now. The intended solution is to activate this so you can shoot upwards. Up. Oops. Nice. Boss fight, which of course consists of returning a volleyball. Hey, you lost this. There you go. So, yeah, he shoots these blue orbs every 8 shots. And these spikes are random. Where he shoots the orbs is just based on your position entirely. Dang it. So I'm told that the third blue ball is homing, and by homing they mean like it just draws a straight line to the boss instead of having to angle it like you did for the other ones. Instead of having to hit the left or right side of the ball, you could just hit any part of it. However, the boss is still moving around. So you can still dodge the last one. Another thing that I noticed is that it appears that whenever you move left or right, it curves the angle of the ball left or right as well. So you might have noticed I was moving like really far to the side after hitting them, depending on where he was. In general, you want to hit them like as far away from him horizontally as possible. Oh jeez, what did I do? Like, you want to hit them as diagonally as possible, is what I'm basically trying to say. It basically gives you a wider coverage area to hit him. Some may call it the cell phone effect. Cell phone provider effect. It's kind of a dumb name though. Single wall jumps for the win. Oh. Ceilings for the lose. Once again, music loops lag the game. Oh. There we go. You need a lot of momentum before bouncing on that cannonball. So this is a really laggy level. I think it lags a lot less if I'm not recording, but what are you gonna do? Can't record a Let's Play without recording. So yeah, crooked skid jumps help a lot there. Not jumping high enough does not help. I double jumped too early. I could blame the lag and say I wasn't used to the timing, but blah blah blah, whatever. I just messed up. There we go. Yeah, otherwise you would have had to wait for him to push that block down, and either squeeze between the block and the spikes, or hit your head on the, well, as I'll do later, is hit your head on the ceiling and land on the block. That was really close. It doesn't actually matter, oh jeez, which blue block you drop first there. Didn't trust that. Shouldn't have trusted that. Like, I dropped the first one first, or the left one first previously. Oh jeez. Do not want to drop only one of those. With some momentum, you can easily make it over there. This is a really tough gem. One of the hardest gems to get. More so than most red gems, really. I feel like some of the gems should have been switched in this. get back to red gems later. I suspect all of the debris are supposed to be shapes that you should recognize. Well, that are meant for people to recognize. Such as, I get the impression there's Samus's ship, the gunship. A silhouette of Samus space jumping. I think an NES controller is in there. And I think a ship from one of his older games, the Encryption, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm really not sure on any of them. I want to say the Companion Cube is one of them. It's kind of like looking at clouds and just trying to say they're signs of something. I don't really know if it is or not. Well, I guess with clouds, they're not. But, you know. I'm not crazy. Oh. We'll screw that up. Alright. Final stage. Got the last gem. Dang. So this part here, it should be really easy. And because it should be really easy, it becomes really easy to screw up. There we go. And now boss fight. With 2 other obstacles. So the first blue ball is the 6th one. Second one is the 7th one. Third one, I believe, is the 8th. There's a way to do that boss fight pretty easily and consistently, but I don't think anyone's figured it out yet. I haven't. I just kind of wing it every time. It's one of those things where you know there's a strat for it, but that just hasn't been discovered. Oh. Ah. There are small optimizations in this section, such as not hitting the wall as you ascend, or just doing a wall jump as you ascend, or something to either not stop or to build up momentum. And now I just gotta survive. Alright. And that's all of the gems, all of the blue gems. It's 100. That's not 100%. So to get 100%, you have to do all the stages essentially twice. Each stage has 2 gems. Oh jeez. In order to unlock the second gem per stage, you have to beat the stage, oh jeez, with the teal gem. Oh, hi, help block. Thanks for the help. Ah. So I'm sure it's possible. Oh jeez. To get 100% without any of the exploits. I don't know if anyone's ever done it. Like, I might have done each... Oh, jeez. I might have done each part of each stage without exploits, but I don't think I've done a full run without exploits. Not really worth it. And I specifically call them exploits and not glitches because glitches kind of has a different semantic meaning. So yeah, I use a crooked skid jump there to activate the switch and get more acceleration upward, just to go slightly faster. What am I doing? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This isn't even the hard part of the game. Ugh, I should have double jumped and then wall jumped for momentum. Yeah, sure, why not? Do that. Okay. Oh. I see. Whoops. You don't actually need all 3 of those blocks down. You could... unless you get the wrong subpixels, you can just run right across. You might actually notice I kind of lost a little momentum as I ran across. Single wall jumps for the win. Oh. Already did that. Hey, remember this stage? I died a bunch here. Let's do it first try. Nah, that's fine. We can do it. Maybe the second try. Ah, I thought I was gonna miss that. That last part should be... like, I thought I had it pretty consistent before, but I keep missing the timing for the jump off the ice. I should have double jumped for momentum there. A little better. I could have... oh. Oh, jeez. So that last part... oh, jeez. Where you gotta weave through the electricity. You're supposed to use wall jumps. Also, you could squeeze under there. Easy. I knew that was coming. I had a double jump. I could have used that. I could have buffered it. Oh. I think there might be a faster IL strat for the beginning there. Yeah, you're supposed to wall jump. But with just the right timing, you could just hold right. Because it takes a bit. The problem is it takes a bit before you build up enough momentum to get... oh, jeez. Over. That's probably like a 3 or 4... that's probably a 4-frame window to do those wall jumps. So here... oh, jeez. At the very beginning, what I try to do is strat... it must be a 2-frame window... oh, jeez. Because I get it a lot. Where you do a normal jump out of that hole. Thus preserving your double jump. You could also just barely do a skid jump there. crooked skid jump specifically to get a lot of height out of the gate. Tough fall to do without a safety double jump. That's the point of the red gem. Ooh. Nice. Let's not die. Yeah, that was a good plan. I especially like the part where I didn't die. Supposed to do a skid jump to get that, but yeah, exploits. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Nope. I think you could get over there with a normal jump. Yeah, this stage is, like... I didn't test this stage. I tested stages with a lot of particle effects and weather conditions. And I only got it to lag in 10.2, but apparently this moving gradient background is really heavy on resources. Who knew? If I remember correctly, I believe F5 disables particle effects. Oh jeez. But nobody uses it, so I think at least the first jumper there was apparently an exploit which made some of the most difficult stages really trivial. I think basically what it did was it prevented, for some reason it prevented electric doors from closing. Okay, so for 100%, well, also there's a cool exploit there. It's just using the momentum mechanics to my advantage. Very minor time save. So to get 100%, I need to, of course, collect all 100 gems? Yeah, all 100, oh jeez. All 100 gems complete all 50 stages. And all 10 bonus stages. And to unlock the bonus stages, you actually need to get your target time low enough. Oh yeah, another exploit there. Just very precise positioning with your jumps. Let you get through that hole. Pretty tough to do, actually. if I miss it too many times, I'll just do it normally. Really? Come on. Give it to me, Agmo. Please? Why isn't this working now? It worked first try in the first run. Alright, we'll solve this in the normal way. Blah. Yeah, to unlock all of the bonus stages, you need to complete, first of all, the previous bonus stage, and second of all, you need your total time for the 50 regular levels below a certain threshold for each one. So for the last one, you need your total time down to 1950. I'm currently sitting at like 20 something, like 2040 something. However, some of the teal gems costed more time to get. So I can generally whittle that down very easily just by collecting the red gems. And if I need to, I can go time trial mode, just individual level mode, and beat them all without the gems. This is an example where getting the red gem is faster than getting the blue one. Or teal if you want to get fancy. And this is probably the hardest gem in the game. Just for that second set of wall jumps. You need to save your double jump for that lower section of spikes. You can't quite make it with a single wall jump. Can you? Maybe with the pixel perfect one, I don't know. But I ain't gonna break my face bashing my head into the wall trying to get it. Why not, you may ask? Well, shut up. There we go. That was the very last gem I got in my first 100% playthrough. That was weird. Oh, jeez. Supposed to jump much earlier to make that. Oops. Ooh, that was almost death. What? I was holding right. Well, I should have committed. The problem with that exploit is it's so inconsistent that I never expect to get it. There we go. So I never know what to do when I do get it. Okay. There we go. This red gem is a little easier than the teal counterpart. At the very least, casually. Because I could run off this and do a straight jump up that hole. Oh, input's eaten. I just misjudged the timing there. The hardest part of this sector casually turns out to be the music. It's it apparently fits in with a WarioWare game, but holy crap, it does not fit into this. It's really obnoxious. Weird lag spike. So yeah, there's a color changing switch to the left and to the bottom, but we don't need that. If we don't change it forward, we don't have to change it back. So yeah, you're supposed to take that pixel perfect exit out. And that stage, if I'm short on time, I'll probably go back to, because my best time there is 26 seconds, but I could do it in 8. Oh, jeez. Got, what, 40 seconds we need to save? Hopefully I won't need to revisit stages. Oh jeez. I tried to save that. I screwed up. Almost saved it. Nice. Swag, 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 swag. Yeah, I saved a bunch of time there. Got 24 seconds to shave off. Actually, I might be able to... Does it have to be under? I don't know if it's under 1950 or 1950 or under. Ugh, dude, let me through. So yeah, you could actually cancel the ice physics by landing in the snow on the left side. But that takes time. Saving time. 19 seconds to go. Nope, don't want to go for that. The wind is a problem at the end of the stage. Oh yeah, so this, at the start of this stage you can just hold along the right side of that wall, or oh jeez. Damn. Yeah, you could hold right against this wall, and you won't touch the spikes because it takes a bit for your momentum to gather. So you get cleanly underneath it, and then you just have to worry about timing a jump before you hit the lower spikes. If you do this fast enough, you just bounce off the cannonball. I am 60% certain there's a strat wherein you get up to the color changer and switch the blocks before the first cannonball hits the wall without bouncing on it. That would save 1.6 seconds. I believe that's the interval for cannonballs. Unless it was changed in the editor for some reason. That's what the value is. The default value, at least. Ah. about that. I also delay a little bit before leaving the color switcher. Dang. Music change incoming. Okay, doesn't matter anyway. Because that happens and wastes time. You can make that jump slightly easier by taking it more slowly and doing an initial wall jump just above where you have to wall jump. But I want to go fast, even though I'm not always successful. Hold right. Dude, I'm already under the estimate. So you can get this red gem super easy before turning on the electricity. But you could also get it kind of easy after turning on the electricity, so whatever. Save the frames. Save the, 5 seconds it takes to get it. Hey, frame perfect jump. You see how I appeared to double jump there? And didn't lose my momentum. And then single wall jumps for the win. It's actually pretty easy without single wall jumps, just by going up onto the ledge first. So as some of you may know, this Sector 8 is comprised of levels from Jumper 1, modified slightly to make it possible with the physics engine of Jumper 2. In the first jumper, there was no inertial effect. Horizontally, at least. As soon as you pressed a button, you just flew across the screen, pretty much. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I like to say the original jumper and jumper redux as well essentially have negative input lag. So the horizontal speed of your jump is very, momentum based. You have to start running in order to clear some of those fireballs. touching that ice just messes me up psychologically. Screws with my sense of timing. As you can guess, I'm being quiet because this is a very difficult sector. By the way, you don't need to get that red gem with the electricity on. You just get bonus swag points in my book. If you opt to go for it, just know that your double jumps have to be super late. And if you find that you jump only slightly late, then just bail out and get it after the electricity goes off. Like there, I wasn't quite ready. I wasn't quite far enough to the right. Swag, swag, swag. Easy peasy. Oh. Oh. Yeah, over that switch there. You might have noticed I reached the ledge in only a single jump. That's not technically true. I actually used a jump plus a wall jump. Normally, if you were to do a regular jump and holding left the entire time, you would land on top of the switch. But by wall jumping, the height you gain from a wall jump is so much lower, or more specifically, the vertical velocity from it is so much lower that you could you can get far enough. to land there. Jeez. Really easy gem, actually. Even though you have to wake up Ghostbot to get it. Probably would have landed on that cannonball, but I couldn't really see it very well against the dark blue sky. Uh-oh. I might have saved it. It might have been a 2-pixel window to land on that brick. Down I go. That was the thing. Ah. Yeah, technically, you could totally avoid both the gems in this stage. Just by doing a jump exactly when you start the stage. Dude, I was gunning for that mine. That spike. I wonder why they're red spikes. Oh, I guess they wouldn't show up very well on if they were black. Oh, jeez. So yeah, you do have a double jump at the start of the stage. Strategically, you want to save it for an emergency, which hopefully you won't have. So, oh jeez, I should have used it there. So maybe you could confirm for me, because it's really hard to tell when, like, while I'm playing. So let me know in the comments if that blue ball actually is curving. Did that miss? I think it missed. See, there's a use of the double jump for safety. Yeah, it looked like it curved there too. This is a pretty tough jump to get. It's not that much harder than beating the stage alone. I think it's a little easier than just beating the stage. Ooh, that was really close. Nice, first try. I just hate how long this stage is. It's really nice that there's a massive shortcut in it, but still. Not only is it a really long stage, but it's also a really laggy stage. Oh. Saved myself. Partly thanks to the lag for showing me that I was not gonna make that. Nice. Okay. Very good. Got out of that stage pretty quickly. Funny. Easy red gem. Much easier than the blue gem. Oh jeez. Because that last jump in, well, that last set of spikes in the stage are really easy to avoid. It's just that you have to be low enough and far enough right in order to get the teal gem. And then you pretty much have to jump on the frame that you get it, close to it. Oh, jeez. Way early on that. So when I touch that first falling block, I don't actually want to jump right away. You want to run a little bit before you start jumping. Otherwise you have to single wall jump to make the jump. And while not too terribly difficult once you get the rhythm, it's just inconvenient and costs time. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Yikes. Spikes. So this you don't even need to release the Ogmo bot for. You just have to kill one evil bot. I think you have to kill it, I'm not sure. Maybe... There really should have been a donation incentive to save or kill the Ogmo bot in SGDQ. Hindsight, you know. Next time. Hornets, thank you for listening. Nice. Ooh. Jump late. So this track is one of the original tracks in the game, as well as the ending theme, which I skipped earlier. Ugh. So I've almost choreographed that fight to go smoothly every time, but I haven't quite mastered it yet. Yay! It's kind of what it's supposed to look like. So ice physics for the first bonus stage. Yeah, we're in the bonus stages now, by the way. We got all the gems. Oh, I should have... Dude, I keep thinking there's spikes on that upper wall at the end. I guess there aren't. And either way, you could just make that jump cleanly anyway. Oh. I like how this is kind of... This stage is bow and arrow shaped, essentially. Kind of goes with the music theme and sort of the foresty setting. Taking this kind of slowly. There aren't really strats for aisles for the bonus stages because it doesn't track in-game time for these, unfortunately. So stage 4 starts off with some of the hardest jumps. And the rest of it isn't so bad. It's just, don't screw up or you have to do that again. That's a pretty tight jump. Probably 2 frame window. This is extraordinarily tough at the very end. This wall's a lot of 100%ers. wall zone because of that last brick wall at the bottom there. As I started the run explaining, yeah, momentum in this game is very important to understand. You slow down much quicker by releasing the directions. So you can get an advantage in this stage by knowing that. You could technically beat it just by slip sliding around in the air all willy-nilly. But save yourself some headaches and just let it go. At specifically the right timings. And at the very end, you want to wall jump off to the lower half of the block. You don't want the top of Ogmo any higher than the block itself. And by the way, this specific stage is by far the hardest bonus stage. Easily the hardest stage in the game. I was saying that in 9.2 you gotta know how to decelerate more quickly. It's kind of a similar concept. But you only got to do it once in that stage. You got to do it a few times in one single fall in that stage in 11.5. Not gonna make it. This stage is pretty tough. If you didn't know single wall jumping, you would just have to wall jump back and forth across the spikes repeatedly until that comes back. And hope you time it right. So now, 11.7 is basically when things get easy again. We're kinda done. This is actually a unique stage, even though it's based on Sector 8. I think it would have been cool if you just put a twist on one of the original stages. Like, threw in the notorious, 7-3 from Jumper 1. Modified, of course. Expanded, probably, because it was a smaller screen. And other stages. You can't really see the black stars in that stage. It's super easy. This is kind of difficult, but not too bad. Yeah, the black stars in the previous stage are kind of hard to see, but it's not that big a deal, because they're just in your way anyway. There we go, 100%! We did it! Yeah! I don't know what my time was. Let's see. It's sub 2 hours, that's nice. Probably like 151 something. Nice. So, today I put out a custom game, a custom sector from the Jumper editor that you can find bundled with this game on mattmakesgames.com. And download Jumper 2, it comes with the editor 4.07. Version 4.07. So, let's go to it. Whoa. I apologize. Hold on. Hashtag earbud. Okay. I forgot. For some reason, Jumper 2 is kind of quiet. Jumper 2 editor is hyper loud. Yeah, the editor soundtrack is from Jumper Redux. Even though it uses a modified version of the Jumper 2 physics, like there are some differences. What's going on here? He's really struggling. Okay. Description. Stop, go, jump. Okay, sweet. Disable preview. Alright. So I made this sector. Thank you for flying Helix Air. Baggage claim is on the 2nd floor. Transportation on the 3rd floor. Please be careful exiting the lot. Remember to look both directions before you cross. Press enter. So first level is pretty easy. You know what? There are gems here. I'm gonna forego those. You can figure them out yourself if you want to try them out. I don't want to spoil it. I can record a video later showing how to get everything. I have gotten all of them. I have tested out the stages somewhat thoroughly. I knew what I was doing. Like you fall through here. This is a fake wall, so you don't get stuck. Tip for you, if you don't want to do the research yourself, I'll tell you right here, the colors change every 6 seconds. And as I said before, the cannons fire every 1.6 seconds. So you can do the math. And estimate that you'll probably get a color switch every 3.5 cannon shots. This is actually really tough. I initially intended you to have to jump off the cannonball there to get through the gap, but it turns out that's really precise. I left the design the way it was, but I found an easier strat that you can use yourself. Oh. This is a puzzle here. It's pretty cool, I think. Alright. Hey Agmo, glad you can make it to this GDQ. The hotel staff is really nice, but extraordinarily incompetent. They just hand out room keys to anyone. Come upstairs for your badge to get into the marathon room. See you soon. Oh yeah, also the elevator to the rooftop access is under construction, so don't mess around in there. Press enter. So I noticed a bug with the editor. These breakable blocks, I thought they were a nice carpet pattern that I could use. It turns out they're slightly shorter than other blocks, so if you hold left here, you can't walk across. It's really dumb. Oh yeah, particles lagged the game pretty badly. I should have... Oh well. Anyways. Yeah, this is kind of a... not really a puzzle per se, but... So there was another bug wherein if you slid under these short spikes, you would randomly die, probably due to vertical subpixel positioning. It was seemingly random. I couldn't figure out a consistent setup in order to dodge the spikes. It was just you either died or you didn't. But with the breakable blocks, it seems like you can get under much more consistently. So if you want to make it level, there's a tip for you. So yeah, last door obviously is where it is. You may have noticed a floor broke here, so you could just quickly access the exit, quickly escape there. And obviously, why put these breakable blocks here if you don't have a Mario Bros. 1 reference? You can figure out how to get the teal gem yourself. I'm just ending it. Yeah, that's a video game. It tallies up. You can press spacebar to skip the tally up. I got 4,789 points. Earlier today, I actually I did a full run with all of the gems and got 4,990 points, I think it was, just short of the second rank. That was the first time I had finished it with all the gems. It was 35 deaths and 329 seconds. So try to beat that. It shouldn't be too hard. It wasn't my first time through, but you have to beat it in the first place, which is pretty difficult, I'd say. The first stage especially is really hard. Probably not harder than the hardest Jumper 2 stages, Vanilla Jumper 2, but oh well. That's Jumper. See ya.